Hi everybody, welcome back to Team DmD. This is the real Victor.
Name's Quack.
His name's Quack. I am
The name's Quack.
KKR in the background. I will provide commentary. Continue.
Okay, so today we're doing a Banlist discussion video. It should be simple. Hopefully it will be, maybe not.
Free content.
It depends. I don't know. Okay, let's get into it. So we're going to start off with cards that could be unbanned. Whether they come off the list at a certain number or not is irrelevant. They're just going to be coming off. So first of all is Electromite.
Pendulum!
Pendulum! Okay.
Oh my god.
Did we get the meme out of the way? We're good? We got the good? Okay, we got the meme out of the way.
Okay, so
I think we think
So,
it can come back. Okay.
pendulums aren't topping at any
That kind of
period
hurt. I
of
hit myself in the nose.
of gameplay, if I can talk. They're not topping at any point in the gameplay. They honestly need something, and if Electron can facilitate that, it could help to come off. Are you well, sir?
I hit myself a little harder than I thought.
His nose is red.
We're fine.
Okay.
The things I do for love.
Anyway, so that could come back probably honestly just to 1. It's fine at 1. It'll be good. It'll actually make the deck make any pendulum deck properly playable. At the point when it was banned,
Sorry.
I see the point of banning
Trigger
it simply
word.
because it made every deck split off into their respective pendulum decks instead of just one mishmash kitchen sink deck. But
To be honest, Do Re Mi could probably benefit from it too.
Adorami could benefit from a comet hitting the earth.
The ban list banning every card except them.
Yeah, pretty much. All right. So Electromite to 1, whatever.
This is going to get into more personal for him and I, so right now I'll start with this one. Harp Horror can come to 1. In all honesty, Girsu is nothing that it was going to be, and putting Harp to 1 is not going to do anything to the deck.
They already hit so much of what Orcus did. Orcus created a lot of different weird plays and used a lot of weird engines, and it made a big splash because of how consistent it was, even though it basically ran more bricks than anything else. The problem was that Harp Horror facilitated a lot of summoning just from the deck. You could just pick anything you wanted. Now it's not quite that easy, and at the end of the day, without Harp, the deck just doesn't do much, sadly.
I don't want it to come back because I don't like the Apple Pen mechanics.
But that's not the thing anymore because they banned Mermaid.
I know, I just don't like it.
Harp
That's
Horror?
my opinion.
Well, he's saying he doesn't like the pineapple pen thing. The
Well,
meme.
that meme doesn't exist while Mermaid's banned.
That's fine. I just don't like that.
Yeah, but honestly, with Harp Horror, all it means is that you get to your Galatea and Dingirsu a little faster. Whoop-de-doo.
What's unfortunate though is
Yeah.
with Mermaid gone, it kind of makes Nightmare Corruptor Iblis semi-useless.
Yeah, well, I mean, to be
Good
fair,
one.
it wasn't supposed to be used that way in the first place.
I mean, it was for its time, it was the perfect Nibiru counter.
It was, yeah, but whatever. All right, so moving on to two things that I'm actually personally invested in because I think that both of these in the meta created their own self-balancing routine, kind of like where you have a pendulum scale, not like an actual pendulum scale, just like the ones that ancient Egyptians used to measure things, just like you put weights on one side, your goods on the other. With these sort of balance themselves. It was Sky Striker, Mobilize, Engage, and
I was
Thunder.
invested in that too.
Later on, yes.
Yeah, Sky Striker
For like 2 months. So Sky Striker, Mobilize, Engage, and Thunder Dragon Colossus.
I was getting invested in that one.
Yes,
And then
you
it got
were,
banned.
yes. Okay, so here's the thing. No matter what people say, running a Nemesis engine to summon Thunder Dragon Colossus in any other deck is not feasible.
It's an irrelevant argument.
It's an 8-card engine for 1 protection. It will not work. And with Engage, it's fine at 1. It can come back. It won't be a luck set because I can just Foolish Burial it with Hayate and recur it. It's fine. And Colossus can also be fine at 1.
Next is, well, we're skipping this one. So Firewall Dragon obviously is going to come back to 1. It's gotten its errata, it's in the database, whatever. So it's in Ghost of the Past. It's been errata in the OCG. It's been errata here. It's in the OCG, so we're going to get it. To be honest, this is how Firewall always should have been. But then again, it would have been a terrible
Introduction to Lynx.
protagonist.
Well,
Ace monster.
It wasn't his Ace Monster Deco.
It really wasn't, yeah, until later. But Mirage Stallion.
That could come back at 1 because honestly, Salmangrids aren't doing a lot. And
They're doing nothing.
And what they are doing is basically the same thing almost every deck is doing, summoning an access code. The only difference is that theirs attacks twice. So,
with Update Jammer.
yeah. And next Masterpiece, the true Draco Slaying King.
We're not agreeing with this. That's him.
That's me.
I agree with it.
Please.
I agree with it because here's the thing: we have Dragoon in the game,
I'm
and his masterpiece.
gonna hate you.
Masterpiece was only good because of Dragonic Diagram. Dragonic Diagram prevented destruction once per turn, but I mean, without it, yeah, he can be immune to 2 out of the 3 things. But if one of those 3 things can simply get over him and negate that protection altogether, then it's not really much point. Like if you, it's like, oh, it's immune to monsters and spells, impermanence, dogmatic punishment, anything.
Kaiju.
Yeah, kaiju. Yeah.
I mean, okay, so real quick on that. Yes, well, at its time, Masterpiece was like near unstoppable. The only way you could stop it in its time was Masterpiece. Not Masterpiece, was a kaiju. Now there are so many ways you could out it. Sure, putting it to 1 isn't going to be a problem.
All right.
As much as I hate it.
It'll be really good in Eldritch. And it'll be really good in the Draco deck. So.
Bruce.
It'll be a 1 of whatever.
Are we moving on to the semi-limits?
Yeah.
Can I start this one?
Yeah.
So, sorry, I didn't mean to, but this one's kind of like a thing. Last week, I wanted us to make a video because I had this idea in mind, but we didn't make the video. So, someone else called it, and it kind of sucks, but I am anticipating Danger Tsuchinoko to 2, simply for Abyss.
And before you say, yes, we know Alex did it, blah, 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 move on.
He got it. But
Okay. Okay, so next, Spiral Quick Fix.
That's on him.
And here's the thing: with Spirals doing nothing, and as weird as they are, Quick Fix at 2 doesn't do as much as it used to.
Don't they
Please,
just suck
Lord.
with Master Plan Band?
Yes.
Yes. Please, Lord Jesus, give me Quick Fix at 2. I will play Machine Dude just to summon a second Quick Fix. I don't care what anyone says.
Watch them give him 3 Quick Fix, but Machine Dupe is banned.
That would
No,
be
I
hilarious.
would still be exceptionally happy.
Yeah, it'd be fine. We'll run 1 for 1. That's fine. All right,
I'll be
where
playing-
art
okay.
thou? 1 for 1 and where art thou?
Orchid Spirals.
Jack in the Hand.
Yeah,
I don't think we can do that on YouTube.
I'm down.
Yeah.
I'm down.
So next, Drident. If they don't give us either Broadbull at 1 or Rapier at 2, Drident is a good second to both of those. Or third, whatever, if you're counting.
I think they sit fine where they're at, but personally, that's because I don't play the deck. I mean, they have Zeus.
They're super fragile. They really are. Zodiac as a pure deck is super fragile, and I don't care if you're playing Zodiac, Eldritch, garbage. That deck is really bad.
The kitchen
It got outplayed by Pure Unchained. That's sad.
Pretty solid.
It is.
Unchained is solid.
It's just
though.
the fact that it got outplayed by Pure Unchained by a large.
I mean, it's not like it's Warrock losing to Goat.
It's actually like that.
That's awful.
It's actually about that.
Well, then
shit.
again, I mean, Goat cards from Goat format like Delinquent Do and all that stuff in
They're just super
context
broken,
of
yes.
this. Yeah, it wasn't really a fair match.
Yeah. So I would just like to see something else that I could do, because once my first Trident is gone, my play becomes very difficult to master and just.
I summon Zeus, lol.
Yeah, pretty much. That's basically all. It's I summon Borbo, swing directly, Zeus over a few more things. Okay, so now on to one that's really strange, and I never understood why it was limited in the
No,
first
Sekka's Light can
place.
stay. Sorry.
Sekka's Light, yes. I never saw this as a problem. In fact, I paid attention a lot, and I never actually saw why this got limited at all.
Sekka's Light can stay at 1. I don't care. Sekka's Light can stay at 1. It can stay at 1. It's the only deck that I can immediately comes to mind that used it was
Super Heavy Samurai?
Burning Abyss. Oh, Super Heavy Samurai too. I was gonna say meta relevant, but yeah, you know, Super Heavy Samurai could use it too.
Their synchro version of Unchained.
Yeah, but
They use your opponent's monsters to synchro
but yeah,
summon.
it can stay limited. Wind Up Carrier Zen Matey. I know nothing about this card.
So this is one of cards 2 level 3s. It summons a monster from your deck. Summons a wind up from your deck, right?
It's bad. It's a rank 3 wind up card that can be made with anything as long as it's a level 3. It summons you a wind up from your deck. All you're gonna do is make him summon a wind up,
Summon
summon the
Magician.
link 2, right? And the link 2 does nothing by itself. So you proceed to cry. I want it back as a 3 of, but please ban Hunter because Hunter is unintuitive.
So talking
That's
about
why.
relevant exceeds monsters that should come back. 2021 Unlock the Shock.
It's
You
not
say
gonna
that again and cut off your thing.
Well, you threw it over there.
I agree.
I know.
Enough was in May.
I think Shockmaster at 1 would not be a problem.
All
Two
right.
Kings Return. It's a 2-of. It's not doing anything.
It's
just
a true
bring it
Draco
through.
card. It can stay banned or limited or whatever. the
True
heck
King's
it's at.
Return, it's fine at 2. At 3, I guess it gives more recursion to the deck where it lacks consistency because Diagram is limited.
Yep.
And it's limited because it's a field spell and a searcher and protection and facilitate and furthers your plays. It's an all-in-one card, and it should never have been that. But
So,
whatever.
if I may circle back around real quick, because I know we did the limiteds first, but something we didn't touch basis on was, I know everyone's calling this, but Eldland. We didn't touch on that.
We haven't done that yet.
I thought we did the limiteds.
No, we
that was
went-
up there. Off limited. Sorry, whatever. But either way,
Okay.
going on to banned VFD. Obviously, we have Sacred Tree Beast now. We don't need VFD in the game.
Sacred Tree Beastie War.
Yeah, so this I play this card and even I don't like it. I hate cards that simply say don't play the game.
Lake Shock.
Yeah. So yes, you technically can get around if you're playing okay, so let me put it this way. VFD could stay if Sky Striker was still in the meta, if Pure Eldritch was doing anything more than like going top 64, top 32.
If the meta was pure traps and spells, then sure,
Yeah.
VFD can run.
The thing is,
around,
it's
but-
more back row heavy now, but the problem is a lot of decks are still heavily monster dependent.
Just ruins it.
And even if you, like, say, Eldritch himself, you call light, they can't discard Eldritch for his effect because he's a light monster. I mean, it's just, it becomes unfair to an extent that just makes the game unfun to play.
It's an obnoxious I win, you can't play button. And Virtual World being the biggest culprit of this is even if you have the Gamma or the Imperm for it, they activate the trap card and you're screwed anyway.
It just pops.
It pops
cheap,
VFD
cheap,
and it
pops
resolves in
VFD.
graveyard. So it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Oh,
So next,
right below it is Wind Up Hunter.
yeah,
for
we
obvious reasons.
discussed. Yes,
Please can it.
it's really dumb. So things that should probably go to 2. The only thing all of us could think of was Quick Launch, maybe.
I call it quick punch.
Yeah.
You just grab, take a break.
Quick launch could go. I mean, I guess Sanguine is still like, even though
It could go to.
it could go to 2, it's a very powerful card. It's really, because when it comes to Eldritch, you're hitting one of 2 cards or both. You're hitting Eldland
Cursed Eldland,
or you're
or-
hitting Sanguine.
Yeah. Here's the thing, though. Pure Eldritch and even some Eldritch variants, they are making a lot of decks playable and like going through into top cut, but they're not doing as much as people think they are. And at the end of the day, maybe just a few hits and they'll be fine. Okay, so I guess maybe down to limited. So of course, what he said earlier, because he jumped the gun,
Sorry.
Ben 10.
I said Eldland.
Or Eldland.
Look at you jumping the gun.
Skip it.
Ben 10 was first.
I know, but I said Eldland.
Yeah, Benton. Forget Benton. Just take it out. Drytron's having a great time.
So here's the thing: if you limit Ben 10, it still makes Drytrons perfectly fine. It just doesn't make it so they can plus like 4 or 5 times.
I mean, it
for no
slams the
reason.
brakes on the deck,
They
but it
can do
won't
it-
kill it.
It doesn't slam the brakes on it. It just makes it so, oh look, you actually have to play your deck properly now, not just go, oh look, I have Ben 10, I am good.
Yeah, so you could just go Drytron, remove a Benton, search a Benton, summon a Drytron, search
Discard.
another Benton with Benton, and then that's a problem. But if they send a Benton and summon a Benton, that's a lot more intuitive than them just winning the game.
Yeah, so Ben 10 at 1 just means like, oh, I tribute Ben 10, I get my Drytron, means just I have to summon an ultimateness now and not do too much. Or you could, play the actual Drytron ritual monster, which is not bad.
And to all of the Cyber Angel players out there, all one of you, we're sorry.
Well, I mean, I think they pretty much gave up on that deck when Sisters of the Rose came out, and the deck was just.
That's why I'm apologizing to the one person who still plays Cyber Angels. We're sorry.
Yeah, here's the thing.
Not really.
I am.
Every card that they made for Cyber Angels was a -1.
I'm not gonna lie. I was actually half expecting them to make a Link monster. Everything was getting it was back in the craze when everything was getting a Link monster for their archetype.
Dark Lord's got a Link
I
monster.
really thought Ben 10 would get, not Ben 10, like Cyber Angels would get one. It would be like a Link 1, and it would be like OP, and it would make them great, but that never
Like the pancakes.
So, and like he touched on earlier with Eldland, honestly, it's the searcher. It searches. It's also really short-printed and really expensive for no freaking reason.
Really good. It's like activate it, search.
You pay 800 life points. Search.
And it's a continuous spell that acts as a field spell.
Pop it and then you
What?
search again or whatever.
Yeah,
I'm like, all right, that's a little.
It's like I think you Foolish Burial or something. I don't know. I can't remember. I'm sorry. I don't have it on me. I don't know exactly what it does.
The point is, it's a one card.
We have an IQ higher than room temperature, so we don't play the deck.
I love Eldritch personally. It's just, I like the way I like their.
Like Dreamweaver.
That's fine. You have more of an IQ than the Eldritch.
I like the way they're designed. So yeah, it's basically like you can activate each of the following effects once per turn. Pay 100 life points, add an Eldritch monster or one golden land spell trap from your deck to your hand. Basically, you're always searching Golden Boy unless you already have it in your hand. And if you have it in your hand, you're probably not activating this to save it. If this card is sent from a spell and trap code zone to the graveyard, send an Eldritch monster or a golden land spell and trap from your deck to your graveyard. So exactly what I said. All right, cool.
No.
I have good memory. Good.
Doesn't it also again count as a field spell?
No.
No.
I thought it did.
No, people saying it should have been a field spell.
I mean, yeah, it should have been a field spell, but I thought it. Never mind. Anyways,
So
the last one.
On to the elephant in the room, or should we say the dinosaur?
Goodbye, Misk. Get out of here. Ban Misk.
You can limit Misk. We want the deck to get hurt, not dead.
Look, I'm just saying you want to balance it. Like I said, ban Ultimate Conductor. What's the worst that can happen? Oh wait, you're never around anymore. Go away.
Ultimate Conductor wouldn't
Go away,
even kill the deck, I
Dinos.
don't think. I think it'll just be fine.
I don't see the problem with Ultimate Conductor, especially since Link's.
No, I just see the problem with dinos in general.
And
Like I said, I expect Yu-Gi-Oh players to have an IQ higher than room temperature is my favorite go-to, but every dino player is that. Collective IQ.
Well, I mean, the collective IQ of the true Draco players is like freezer's temperature, so it's whatever.
Like they're battling for who's the dumbest kid in class, like who eats the most glue.
Yeah,
That's
so
dino players and true Draco players.
point
Alright.
is, put Misk at 1, please, 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 please.
Back to one. So that's it for us. If you liked it, just gonna click the like button. If not, hey, sorry.
Like this video if you think Pendulum is the best deck.
Pendulum!
Pendulum!
Like,
So-
comment, subscribe, wash your hands.
Tell us your
Pendulum.
thoughts in the comments.
Thoughts in the comments.
Pendulum!
Oh my god!